So after I watched Steven Universe last year, I went to go try watching OKKO Let's Be Heroes. I wanted to make a video on it, but I couldn't think of enough to say, so I dropped that idea. Then I watched Murder Drones, and then the 2017 remake of DuckTales, and then Moral Oral. And the same thing happened, I didn't have enough to say for a full video on any of them. So I decided, hey, I don't have much to say about these shows, so why don't I take all those small thoughts and just put them into one video together? So I did that. Let's begin. So, OKKO Let's Be Heroes. I heard some positive things about it from Steven Universe fans, so I checked it out. I immediately fell in love with the theme song, and then BAM! Created by Ian Jones-Quartey. And that's when I knew this was gonna be amazing. And yeah, it was. I love the characters, the comedy, and I especially love the animation. I just love how wacky and cartoony it all is. And that helps to amplify a lot of the comedy. The characters are all super fun and have really awesome and creative designs. The best character is easily Dundee. Why? Because I said so, fuck you. Also, she and Peridot would be besties, you can't convince me otherwise. The show has some really fun fight scenes, and even though it's mostly just a fun, silly show, it has some genuinely great emotion at times that doesn't feel out of place. Also, the video game is pretty good. This show is still going, and unlike the other shows I'm talking about, I do actually plan to make a dedicated video on this once the rest of the episodes are out, but I thought I'd still mention it. I really like it. I love Uzi and V. Also, there's an Australian.
Right. Might be some security specifically against you guys.
So yeah, this show is peak simply based on that. It's also very funny.
Welcome back, Thad. Wait, isn't she grounded or something?
Ugh, banished! Has my dad been saying I'm grounded?
Genocide robot? Oh, all right. Just don't do it again. Get in here, you goobs.
But yeah, not saying that much here because I do want to make a full video on this show eventually once the rest of the episodes are out. First off, to be clear, I haven't seen the original DuckTales, so I'm talking about the show on its own. And well, I fucking loved it, and that's not just my David Tennant bias talking. I was a bit hesitant going in since I've never been a big fan of Donald Duck and that era of Disney cartoons much, but that didn't really matter. I love Donald, even if I needed subtitles to understand anything he was saying. And all the characters are great. Huey, Louie, the third one, Webby, Beakley, Launchpad, I love all of them. I also love how there isn't just a singular protagonist. Sure, Scrooge may be the face of the show, but there are whole episodes where he just doesn't appear. And even with Huey, Dewey, and Louie, they are all treated as their own separate characters, not always appearing with the others in stories. Also Della. I fucking love Della. She's one of my favorite mum characters ever. Okay, this is a bit of a big departure based on target audience and when it was released to the other shows I've just talked about. But hey, I saw it for the first time recently, so fuck it. Moral Oral was great. The first season felt a bit mostly just the same thing happening each episode up until the finale where it started getting really good. Season 2 was a big improvement. And then... Yeah, this was actually fucking brilliant. And then season 3 as a whole was absolutely incredible. As an atheist, I really appreciate how the show isn't anti-Christianity or anti-religion in general, and also how it treats all these serious topics with real maturity. In the modern adult animated comedy landscape, I highly doubt that would happen. So those were 4 shows I recently saw. My next video is probably gonna be the big compilation of all 3 parts of the Thunderbirds retrospective series put together on the anniversary of the first episode. But my next actual video is hopefully going to be the first part of why Steven Universe was great. And I'll be getting back to work on my Owl House video very soon. So look forward to that. Like and subscribe to make me smile, and I will see you later.